Hello! I have officially filmed this video 3 times, and each time it has failed, so hopefully this time it actually works. Today I'm going to be talking about the Cowboys coaching situation and why I think overall it benefits the Eagles in a slightly counterintuitive way. Partially. Some of it is fairly obvious, but partially it is a more counterintuitive thing. Now, I'm going to be talking about, namely, just the main 3 guys, so head coach, offensive, and defensive coordinator. But I'm gonna be going through stats, and I'm going to be going through things that I've seen. Kellen Moore, offensive coordinator for the Cowboys, I really couldn't find too many stats on him just because he's a second-year coach, and there's just a little bit of a problem there finding stats. But from what I saw last year, overall, he's inconsistent. He's super inconsistent. He started 3-0, then all of a sudden he was 3-3, and then he started winning really good and losing really bad throughout the rest of the season. And I mean, he's Dak friendly, which is one of my favorite phrases ever that I saw online, because they have a good relationship, QB to QB. He's high scoring when he is doing well. And other than that inconsistency, I think he is partially a threat. Like, he's a threat overall. But that inconsistency is really plaguing me. Especially when you get into the thought of Mike McCarthy as head coach. Now, Mike McCarthy is 125-77 all time. That's a 618 win percentage, I believe. So he's overall a good winning coach. Like, his record is good. But that record is slightly misleading because he had a couple 13-3 seasons and then a 15-1 season. So he's been propelled by really good seasons to bump up his numbers to kind of hide away those bad seasons. And not only that, I feel like he was carried more by his team than he carried his team. I'm thinking particularly about the Super Bowl year where they went 13-3, and then the year after where they went 15-1. Both of those years, they had an insane roster when it comes to defense. They were super stacked. Quarterback, they had Aaron Rodgers in his prime, so that's a huge threat. And at running back, I can't remember who it was, but they had a like scary running game when it came to opponents. So overall, they were a threat to win week in and week out, and they did win a lot of games over those 2 years. But like I said, I think that's more his team carrying him to greatness than him carrying his team to greatness. And why I think that is going to be a detriment to the Cowboys, especially with Kellen Moore as offensive coordinator, is because statistically, he has been the most pass-happy coach from 2014 to his last season in 2018. The most pass-happy. 66.2%, damn near 2/3 of his plays were passes. And not play action, mind you. Like, most of the time, it wasn't play action. Overall, the Cowboys had 57.3 pass percentage, so almost 10% less. And Dak thrives on the play action. He thrives on the threat of Zeke running the ball, and then he can throw a long bomb, and that's how they have succeeded. That's how he succeeded in the past, and that's how the Cowboys have succeeded in the past. And when you take that away, when you take away that established running game, Zeke is a monster. He is crazy on the field. He has been crucial to Dak's development. And when you take that away, you rely on him way more than he's going to be used to. You don't give him those play action opportunities, and you don't have an established run game. That's going to be a problem. He's going to be hindered by that. And I think that they will definitely... Mike McCarthy isn't stupid. He's not just going to disregard Zeke. But there is going to be a bit of a gap there. Whereas, I mean, they were pretty evenly split run-to-pass ratio. They could jump all the way up to even like 60%. Even 60% is a big jump. That's almost 3%. That's a pretty big jump. And if you take away those play-action passes, I don't think that Dak will be able to thrive as much as he has in this system. Especially with Kellen Moore there, with that inconsistency. Yeah, Dak will be getting good treatment. He'll be getting everything that he needs to succeed from Kellen Moore, but then he has to not only learn and develop super quick, but he has to he has to play so much more than he's used to, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Then, the defensive coordinator, as good as I feel about the Mike McCarthy hiring, as an Eagles fan, I feel even better about the Mike Nolan hiring. Let me explain to you why. This is where the counterintuitiveness comes in. Because Mike Nolan is a decent defensive coordinator. He's pretty good. He's been in the league for years, like 17 seasons or something. And he's overall been a good D coordinator, but he has thrived and only been able to thrive on a 3-4 concept. The Cowboys have been a really structured 4-3 concept since 2013. So you've got all of these guys who are used to the 4-3, who their whole game plan is the 4-3, and now it's kind of becoming a lose-lose for the Cowboys, where it's either you lose you lose the players being used to their system, like all of a sudden they're in a completely new system and there are those growing pains where they're trying to get better and understand what they're doing. They're not dumb, but they're just not used to it. They played 6 years straight in a completely different concept. Or you have them playing what they're used to, but Mike Nolan is struggling because he's proven that running a 4-3 is not for him. In 2012, I think, he was with the Atlanta Falcons, and the Falcons had a pretty good defense going into that season, above average anyway, and then he tried to change their 4-3 to a 3-4 style, and they regressed a lot. They went well below average. And then he tried to rebound and turn them into a 4-3 defense again because he knew that that's what the players were good at. And he himself was struggling because they still were below average. The players that were used to that, the players that were good at that, now struggled again because of him. So, overall, it's a lose-lose. It's either your D coordinator is stressed and struggling, or your actual defense is. And it's magnified even furthermore when the Cowboys front office is considering rehiring Chris Richard, who has been I think it was the cornerbacks coach in the past, but he's also used to that 4-3 style. So there's a worry of a possible conflict there. Dang it, I did it again. I forgot what I was going to say. I did this last time I recorded this video. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But overall, I think that the Mike McCarthy head coach signing was good for the Eagles, just because offensively if you waste that incredible talent, then you don't have them. Like, the saying is, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. That's the only way to beat talent. But in the NFL, if you don't have a coach who can utilize that talent, then you're going to fail anyway. And not only that, I mean, the offense is really powerful, but can be hindered by their coaching staff. The defense that's already been struggling can now be hindered by their coaching staff. And I think that's a win-win for the Eagles. I remembered what I was going to say. The Cowboys have said that they're going to stay in a 4-3 concept. So that kind of pulls away that thought of, the players will be struggling. But I think it's worse if they if they stay in a 4-3 concept, because the Atlanta Falcons were worse the year that Nolan tried to keep them in a 4-3 front. He's a talented guy. He knows what he's doing, but he doesn't particularly, he's not used to this. And I feel like that's going to be the biggest problem, is just that he won't know what he's doing, or the players won't know what they're doing. And I don't know. I don't know. That's just my opinion on it. Overall, I'm pretty excited. I mean, like I said, I think that the Cowboys are a more talented football team than the Eagles, but the Eagles have better coaching, and better coaching can be a huge difference. So I do have one last thing before I go. A friend of mine requested that I say a very specific phrase that I am infamous for. I won't drop your name, but I hate you. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Moi with your daily dose of Fabulos. Are you happy? Are you happy? You know who you are. I know you're going to watch this video. I hope you're happy. Anyway, if you have an opinion or something that I missed, maybe drop that below. If you think that was completely out of nowhere and you want to know what that was about, ask. I'll sound off in the comments. But if you enjoyed the video, please like. It really does help. And yeah, specific person, I am angry at you. I'll see you later.